Hello all my merry makers and welcome to the first Merry Making Monday of 2024. Woohoo! If you are new to my channel, welcome. Merry Making Mondays are all about tutorials. Me showing you how to make something, usually knit or crochet orientated. Today we will be, or this week, I said today, but you know, same diff. This week we will start back in our knit along of the Brioche cable knit hat by Yarnspirations. In case it's been a while, because it has been. Just a little refresher, I am not affiliated with Yarnspirations, but I do have permission to do this tutorial on their behalf. As long as I accredit them and link the pattern, which I will do so in the description box below. This week we will be doing the repeats of row 15, 16, 17, and 18. So grab your project and let's get started. Alright, and another refresher here as well, in case you don't know, this is my row counter and editing tool. You will see it throughout the video. It's to help me in my editing process. And then I am also going to go ahead and show you the link or the pattern call number that you can type into the Yarnspirations if you don't feel like using the link. And again, this is Yarnspirations, sorry, folded, the Caron Brioche cable knit hat. Alright. And I've somehow lost my beginning of round stitch marker. It's been a while since I've knit. It's probably in the bag somewhere. Yep, I can feel it in there. Haha. Alright. So, alright. For this portion of the hat, knitting is in blue. We recently changed colors, so once again you might want to tug on your tail. And row 15 simply states that it's the same as row 3, which is a simple knit brioche. And I will walk you through that. You knit the first 2 stitches together, and then you bring the yarn front, slip this stitch purlwise while the yarn is front, wrap the yarn around the needle to create a second stitch, and then you are ready to knit the next 2 stitches together. Again, you bring the yarn front, slip that stitch purlwise with the yarn in front, wrap the yarn around the needle, and you're ready to knit the next 2 stitches together. And you are going to do that all the way around until you hit your beginning of round stitch marker. I will beat you there. So we're not technically at row 16 yet, but I wanted to show you the end of row 15 as I always do. Or, nope, that's the purl row. Never mind. It's been a hot minute. You gotta give me some wiggle room here. Alright, so we finished row 15. So we're gonna put a little tick mark. And now we are ready to do row 16, which is going to be a purl row. So we're going to be working with the whites. I don't think there are any notations. There are not. So that means it's just a regular purl row. Bring the yarn front. You slip the yarn purlwise with the yarn in front. Wrap the yarn completely around the needle so it comes back to the front so that you're ready to purl the next 2 stitches together. I'm going to show you that again. Bring the yarn front, slip the stitch purlwise with the yarn in front, wrap the yarn completely around the needle so it comes back to the front, so you're ready to purl the next 2 stitches together. You're going to do that all the way completely around until you make the beginning around stitch marker. I will meet you there. I think I need to rewrite this. This looks super crooked today. Oh well. I'll rewrite it for the next title card. Alright, so we're coming towards the end of the purl row. And just remember, when you get to that last stitch, you have to bring your, in the stitch of your contrasting color up so that you can purl those 2 stitches together. And it's a little fiddly. But you can do it. Alright, row 17. We are knitting. So that means we are using the blue. Alright, so we knit regular 4 times. So knit, bring front, slip, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we do the infamous, if I can talk today, double decrease. So you take these 2 stitches as if you're going to knit them, and you slip them. Take this stitch as if you're going to knit it, but you slip it. And then you actually knit these 2 stitches together. Then all 3 of these stitches that you brought over, or that you slipped, you're going to bring them back over the stitch you knit. Alright. Then you slip the next stitch. And then you knit 1 more stitch. Normal. And nope, I read that wrong. Take it back, y'all. So after you slip the stitch after the brioche double decrease, you have the increase for this pattern, where you knit 2 together, yarn over, come back in, and knit again. Then you bring the yarn front and you slip the yarn. Alright, so I'm going to show you that all again. So regular knit 4 times. 1 and slip, 2 and slip, 3 and slip, and 4 and slip, and we do our brioche double decrease, knit as if to, slip as if to knit, slip as if to knit, actually knit those 2 together, pick up those 3 stitches you just slipped, slip them back over the knit stitch, then you do your yarn front and slip purlwise, and then knit 2 together, yarn over, wait, that didn't feel right, knit 2 together, yarn over, and then knit again, all in the same stitch, and then slip with your yarn front. And you're going to do that all the way around until you get to your beginning around stitch marker. I will meet you there. So since we just did an odd row, I'm going to put a little tick mark. And the only difference between row 18 and a normal purl row is when you come to that set of 3. So you're going to be slipping your yarn in front and purling the 2 together normally. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I've started to try to continue to wrap my yarn in the same way all the way completely around. And that just creates a more cohesive look. So, alright, here we go. We got to the set of 3 blue stitches in a row. So you're going to slip the first stitch purlwise with the yarn in front, wrap the yarn around so that you can purl the next stitch and then bring the yarn front, slip the yarn purlwise, wrap the yarn around so that you're ready to purl the next 2 stitches together. And you're just going to do that all the way around until you get back to your beginning around stitch marker. I will meet you there. So this is where I usually show you how to bring this back up and knit that last stitch, but I realized that that's probably why I'm losing my stitch marker inside my bag. So I'm not going to do that for this this time. I'll show you how to do it for next week. But if your ends are bothering you, I do have a video where I show you how to weave these ends in. At least I think I do. If not, that will be the next time we meet. I will show you how to weave those ends in, because I know for me they're driving me nuts. But there you go. That is the end of this week's video. So thank you, my Merry Makers, for joining me this week for Merry Making Monday. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to comment. If you're not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. And if you really like my channel, share my channel with your friends. Join me tomorrow for a new installment. Excuse me. Called... If you didn't hear that, my husband said Becca burps. That would be like a totally different channel. Anyway, it's going to be called Tidy Tuesday. And basically, I'll explain what that is tomorrow. In the meantime, makes you merry. Ciao.